Do you support Donald Trump?
To a certain extent, yes.
Like, if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who'd you rather vote for?
Probably Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
The first reason is like immigration. That part was like a little confusing to me. Like, does he not want them in America, like in general, or
Oh, Trump?
yeah,
You don't know what his position is, yet you support him?
yeah? Because like sometimes like when he says, I'm like it's a little confusing, but then other times I'm like, oh, it makes sense.
Okay, so like, what do you agree with him on?
Well, the first one is there's only two genders. Like, I don't want like a trans like coming to my bathroom or
A trans
however
person?
they.
Um, so
Yes.
trans people should just not go to the bathroom.
No, they should, but like if
Where
there's
where should
like
they go? Where should they go to the bathroom?
probably to the one that they're supposed to be in based off
What
like
is so?
biology.
So then, are you saying that trans men should go into the women's restroom because they're biologically female?
Yes, like
Okay, so
if
then
they were
wait. So then
born,
you want then you want masculine presenting individuals, right, going into the women's restroom?
I just want like biological sexes going to their own bathroom.
Well, so no. So then you want people specifically, right, who are masculine presenting going into the women's restroom.
Sure.
Okay, well then I guess how do you from your perspective, right, differentiate someone who's a trans man from a cis man, right, just walking to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. You got me on that one. Um, yeah, no, you got me on that
So
one.
couldn't just a cis man just claim that they're a trans man and just go into the women's restroom?
I
And
mean,
then
if
you
that's
can't
what
do
they,
anything because you're not going to have genitalia checks or like any type of chromosomal check or anything at the very opening of the bathroom. That'd obviously be ridiculous, right?
I guess in a certain extent, yes.
Okay, so then none of these laws are relevant. And now, would you vote for a candidate that bragged about walking into the changing rooms of women while they're changing without their consent?
No.
Oh, you would. Okay, so then, okay, if you do care about like these situations, which it seemingly like didn't really have a basis for, you seem like you should care more about the guy you voted for, who did it himself.
Oh, so he was going into women's, uh, what is it called? Like he was going into places that he shouldn't have been in, is what you're saying? Or,
Yeah, he bragged about walking into the changing rooms of women while they're changing without their consent. I can play the audio clip if you'd like to hear it.
yes, please.
Absolutely. I got you. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up for you.
So you have done that. Now, tell
Well,
me
I'll
what.
tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Didn't what's his name? Biden do something somewhat similar? Like not walking in, but like didn't he do something like similar but towards kids?
No, he didn't. He didn't walk into the changing rooms of people while they were changing. No, that never happened, at least to my understanding.
Okay, because that's what.
And even then, I just want to let you know the last candidate was Harris, right? So,
Well, yeah,
like,
I know that, but
I don't know why the first thing whenever we bring up something wrong with Trump, the first thought's always, what about Biden?
well, I mean, I just wanted to understand like both sides because I don't really pay attention to the blue side as much. So that was why I was confused on as far as the blue
Yeah,
side.
but like, why don't you first acknowledge here what like whether or not you support Trump?
I'm sorry.
Do you still support Trump after hearing that?
I don't support what I just heard because that was a little
Like, would you still
fucking
vote for him
disturbing.
over Kamala Harris?
If well, I would for that part, like over Kamala, because or however you pronounce her name, because I feel
Kamala,
like her
yeah.
team. I don't think that her team like did a very good job at trying to get her to like speak and whatnot. Like, I feel like her team kind of just like,
Her team didn't do a good job getting her to speak. She did. I mean, at the debate, she dog walked Trump. I mean, if you listen to her speak, maybe. But like, I mean, if you want to look at, you're willing to vote for Donald Trump even though he said that because Kamala Harris, you thought she quote unquote couldn't speak.
no, like what I mean is like it seemed like everything was so like last minute, like there was no like preparation in advance is what I'm trying to like get at.
You thought she had no preparation. I'm sorry. There's no way you watched the debate and you thought she had no preparation. She clearly seemed prepared. She talked about her preparation. Donald Trump was the one who claimed he had no preparation. He had no preparation at all. He didn't even okay, what was his healthcare plan?
I don't really pay attention to that as
Well,
much.
he said concepts of a plan. He still says that 10 years into running for president of the United States, multiple times running for president, and he still just says concepts of a plan. Right? Isn't that absurd? Concepts of a plan? He doesn't even have a plan.
Well, I mean, like I don't know. Like I just don't feel like I feel like her like on her side it was very like all over the place to a certain extent. Like her popping up to like
Could you give me a
concerts.
specific example?
Well, like when she's going to like these different concerts with women who are like half because for some reason my generation does shit that's really questionable. Don't know why. And then like
Wait, I'm
her
sorry.
getting back.
I'm sorry. Like, is that really a big deal to you? Like, is it seriously a big deal to you that like someone was because you're talking about someone twerking on a stage. You're talking about someone in a performance, right? Who's a music performer, twerking on stage, right? And that's your biggest issue. Like, it's not the guy barging into the changing rooms of women while they're changing without their consent, being held civilly liable. Woman being the worst person according to Jeffrey Epstein, who knew child. He was a convicted child. Right? And you overlook all of those things. But Kamala Harris, she specifically had a music performer perform at one of her rallies that twerked on stage. And
Well, I
that
mean, I was
somehow is going to be worse.
well, no, I was getting to that part, but you kind of jumped the gun.
I apologize.
Uh,
Go for it.
no, it's okay. Like I just, I guess what was confusing was why somebody who is politics would be at an event like that. Like, aren't politics like way, way above like other job? Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh,
I think this is something that we shouldn't care about, honestly. Like, genuinely.
uh,
Like, this shouldn't even be something that's brought up as an issue. Like, I really, I don't think there's a point with this at all. I really don't. I don't think that like we need to be like I don't think every person needs to be like super modest or something, right? I don't think this is a good argument. Now, if you in your own relationship you want to do that, if you yourself want to do that, totally fair. Like no one's saying you have to dress a certain way, but to say that other people should have to be that way as well, I think is wrong. Again, totally fair if you're in doing so for yourself or for your relationship, something like that, right? But it just doesn't make sense to enforce it upon other people, especially in the context of politics, to say that that's some sort of relevancy in terms of determining who you're going to vote for.
right. Okay. Well, back to the immigration part because I feel like I didn't even speak on that part. It was just a quick in and out. My question was, does he not want immigrants like in general to come to America, or is he saying like what is he saying on that part?
So
Because
he
I didn't
claims
understand that
undocumented
part.
immigrants, but he's willing to go through illegal mechanisms of deporting them. So it doesn't really seem like he specifically just wants to target them for coming to the country illegally, because he himself is going through an illegal process of deporting them.
Oh wow.
Also, over 70% of people who are detained by ICE have no prior criminal record. So I would argue that we should give a pathway to citizenship for those who are in the country undocumented who have not committed a violent crime or bad crime, because it would allow for law enforcement to focus on those that have committed violent crimes and bad crimes, rather than focusing on detaining and deporting people who have not committed violent crimes and bad crimes, who are not a threat to our safety and security as a community. I would like law enforcement to be focused more on the safety and security of our communities rather than things that have nothing to do with the safety and security of our communities. That's why I think law enforcement specifically has not been doing its job. because they're focused on so many things that have nothing to do with actually keeping our communities safe.
Okay. That makes more sense because when he was talking about that, I was like, oh my God, like he's like beating around the main point of what he's trying to say about that, about immigration and whatnot.
Okay, well, is there anything else you want to talk about or add?
No, just want to say that you kind of got me on those points that you had, and I'm going to let somebody else have the stage now.
Hey, well, I really appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much, and for being open to hearing out all my points. Have a good day.
All righty. You too. Thank you.
Why do you support Donald Trump?
I like a safe and secure country. I think the immigration has gotten out of control. I think Trump is securing our borders. I think the Democrats are corrupt as shit.
Okay, so I think that actually Donald Trump makes our country less safe and secure. Not only is he a convicted criminal held civilly liable of...
In which way? Tell us in which way.
Yeah, well, he's a convicted criminal held civilly liable of a woman
He
who
has not been convicted of any crimes. You keep saying it, but there's not been one conviction.
Yes, there has. I can show you he was convicted of 34 felonies.
Nothing stuck.
Yes, it did. He was sentenced and convicted.
And that's why
I can show you from Fox News.
Oh, from Fox News.
Yes.
Like, that makes a difference. He's still your president.
Okay, see, but he was convicted of 34 felonies. Do you agree?
No, he was maybe convicted, but it was a ploy. It didn't stick. Nothing stuck.
Okay, so it did stick, right? He was sentenced. It just was the case that you're not accepting the crimes. So he
may
is
have
a
been
criminal.
sentenced by corrupt judges, but there was nothing that stuck.
He was not sentenced by corrupt judges. What was the name of the judge that you think is corrupt?
There's too many to name, to be honest with you.
We're talking about in the felonies case. Who are you even calling corrupt? Like, you do even know the person's name who you're calling corrupt?
I'm talking about all of the fake judges that are implemented in the Democratic Party.
What makes you think that there's fake judges implemented by the Dems? Could you give a single person that you think is fake that the Dems have appointed?
Obvious. It's only obvious. If you look around in all the blue states, there's so much crime in every state that...
Yeah, you voted for a convicted criminal held civilly liable of woman who pardoned violent rioters, who police officers, and he called them patriots. He released violent criminals into the country. And
you guys prey on emotional virtue signals.
This isn't a virtue signal. This is literally Donald Trump pardoned violent rioters, you police officers. This is like an obvious contradiction to your worldview that he's making our country safe and secure. He pardoned people who committed violence and released them into our country.
Okay. Sure.
That's real. He actually did that. There are no violent individuals that were released into the country intentionally by the Democrats. Now, if there are people that were in the country that committed violence, specifically that were
signals and flags, it's crazy.
Say that again.
You prey on emotional virtue signals. I'm Black Lives Matters, Ukraine flag, LGBT trans flag. You group
those aren't virtue
everybody
signaling.
together.
We actually uphold those values.
They are virtue signaling.
How is that virtue signaling?
Black Lives Matter organizers are corrupt. They are now being convicted of laundering.
Can you name one person?
Money.
Name the name of one person you think is corrupt affiliated with Black Lives Matter.
The person, the woman, the lesbian woman who is actually...
What's her name?
I don't even know her name, but look it
okay,
up.
so it's like you don't even know any of these people that you're referencing, and yet you're saying that they're corrupt. No, literally, like you don't even know. Wait, stop.
Look it up, Parker. You have a keyboard in front of you. Look it up. She's literally right now being. Look it up, Parker. Look it up.
Okay, can I make a point first? All right, so the point that I want to make.
Make a point.
Yeah, the point that I want to make.
Make a point. What did Black Lives Matter do for Black lives? Tell me, Parker. What did they do? What did it help?
I think it increased the amount of education specifically that people have surrounding police.
Did Donald Trump just...
Can I please finish?
Implement $450 billion to black universities? Did he? Yes or no?
400? No, he did not. 450 billion. That's a ridiculous.
Yes, he did. Look it up, Parker.
No, he didn't.
Use your keyboard, Parker. Use your keyboard.
That's a lie. Can you listen?
It's not.
Hey, let me finish my point. I'd love to
Go
explain to
ahead.
you. I just want to be able to finish my point. If you think I'm lying, if you think I'm saying something that's false,
Look it
please.
up. Use your keyboard. It's right in front of
Where's the
you.
money
You
gun?
can look it up right now.
I know I
You
already
can
have.
look it up.
I promise you I
No,
already
you
have.
haven't. You
Where's the
look it
galaxy?
up right now. She is right now being investigated for the money that she's laundered through Black
can you
Lives
please let
Matter.
me finish speaking real quick, and then I will address all of
But
this.
why don't lie to your audience?
I'm not lying to my audience. Let me please speak.
She is being convicted for
She
laundering
won't let me
Black
speak.
Lives
She
Matter
won't let me
money.
speak.
How does it feel? You never let anybody speak on your live.
I've let you speak this whole time.
No, you don't. Look it up. Trump just donated $450 billion to black colleges. Look it up, Parker. No, look it up. Look it up. Look it up and show everybody on your share so that they can see.
Let me know when I can speak.
Go ahead. But tell me if I'm wrong. First, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong on those two facts. If you can prove to me that those two facts are wrong, then I'll believe whatever you say. But you're fucking with people.
Okay, so I will do so. I'm not with anyone. I'm giving you actively good information. Okay, so there's no basis for 450 billion going to HBCUs. Now, what you might be making a claim about
No,
is
look it up. Show it
already,
and prove to me. Prove to me that that's false.
Okay.
Prove it to me, because he just donated $450 billion to black colleges.
Will you let me speak, though?
Yeah, sure.
So
Go ahead.
please stop. Please stop.
Stop lying to your audience.
I'm not. Look, do you see 500 million? 500 million is different than 500 billion. Okay?
450 billion.
That's not it. I'm literally showing you from an AP News article right now. It's 500 million.
Okay.
Okay. So can I please finish speaking without you cutting me off? Because I just proved it to you. This is from AP News. You see? Do you see it's from AP News? Okay, is that okay? Okay, I have a few things to address here. Okay, so Donald Trump has actually decreased the level of funding going to HBCUs.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You are lying right now. You are lying, Parker. Stop lying.
I'm not lying. Can I please explain?
You are lying. You are lying to your audience, and this is not correct. You are lying. And tell me about the coordinator.
Okay, I'm just going to mute you. Please listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it to you. I would love to explain this to you. I think that you are wrong on this, and I'm explaining why. Please listen to the words that I'm saying, because I am explaining why. So Trump, under his first term, actually decreased the amount of HBCU funding that was happening per year. It went from $500 million a year under Obama to $255 million a year under Trump, to then $4 billion a year under Biden. And since Trump's got in office, we can see that it's declined again. It went from $4 billion a year to now redirecting $500 million, right, toward historically black colleges and universities as a one-time investment. Okay, so $500 million one time rather than $4 billion per year under the Biden-Harris administration. So I'm going to unmute you now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I heard what you said, but you're wrong.
What am I wrong on?
He just donated $450 million. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's a big difference.
Oh yes, excuse me. My mistake. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're actually not wrong with that. I actually told you you're right. It's actually 500 million, but it's a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment when it was $4 billion per year in funding under Biden.
Now do his first term and see how before in the Obama years what they donated. Nothing. Okay.
No, it was 500 million. You know, under Obama, it was 500 million a year.
Oh, give me a break. It's just like you guys are really trying to spin the narrative.
Wait, I'm trying to explain to you. I told you it was 500 million per year under the Obama administration.
Okay.
So instead of it just one
Now-
payment being 500 million,
Now do the organizer of Black Lives Matter. Is she or is she not right now under investigation for funneling money for Black Lives Matter to the amount, I think it's about 90 million? Why don't you look that up?
will you accept the information like I did from when I looked it up this time?
Sure, I'll accept it. Let's work together here. Let's try to work together here instead of fighting and calling everybody a white supremacist, because I'm not white.
Wait,
I'm mixed.
I never even called you a white supremacist.
No, I'm not saying you called me, but every time that I listen to you, the way that you shut people down is you
Wait,
call people
can I
white
clarify?
supremacists.
No, I don't.
Sure,
I
clarify.
only call people white supremacists when they are. Like the last guest who was literally advocating that the country should be white and that we should quote unquote respect white culture and uphold white culture. Like that guy was literally a white supremacist.
Yeah, maybe so. But you know what? I am American. My mother is from Asia. My father served in the military. And I've been, and at a 59-year-old woman, I live in Europe now. I see what's happening with this ideology that you guys don't get. And it's a very dangerous place to be. And with all of this sympathizing and like, it's a very dangerous place to be. And you better be careful, Parker, I'm telling you.
I don't think I'm in a situation right now where I need to like worry
When
about
you're
what I'm
looking
saying.
at New
And nothing I'm
York,
saying
when you're
is
looking
radical.
at New York, when you're looking at New York and you're calling everybody a white supremacist, you as a white man call this divide has
did I do
happened
that?
through Biden.
I never did that.
This
I never
race
called
divide
everyone.
has happened.
Stop.
This race
I've never
divide
called
has happened
everyone.
through Biden.
Stop. Wait,
This
listen.
race divide has happened through Obama and Biden. Everybody is separating everybody through race, and this is what is dividing the LGBT. I am the most liberal LGBT. I've advocated for AIDS for
Can you
16
stop real quick?
years.
Can you stop real quick?
And
I have never once called every single person a white supremacist. I don't know where you're getting this information from. You're literally making up lies about me. Okay, it's annoying.
I'm not making lies about you, but you need to be careful.
You are. You
with-
just
with
made up a
what-
lie.
how
You just
how
literally
you
lied.
speak. You need to be careful how you speak, because what you're causing is even more
How so?
division.
How did I cause division?
Calling everybody a or this or that or
I
whatever.
didn't. I never did this. I never did this once. I never once said every single person's a. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying everybody, but you know the way you go after the right is really uncalled for.
Can you be
Most
specific?
people are good. Most people are good people, or you make fun of the religion, people that are Christians. Most Christians don't go to church. They have faith within themselves. They believe in a higher power.
I
That's
grew up.
it.
I grew up Christian. I don't make fun of all Christians, right? I do make fun
You
of
just
some
said
Christians.
You're not a Christian. You just said you're not a Christian.
That
Do you
doesn't
have a
mean
higher
that doesn't-
power? Do you
I'm
have
a-
a higher power?
I'm an
Do you
agnostic
have a higher
atheist.
power?
I'm an
Do you
agnostic
have a
atheist.
Oh, you're not. Okay, so you have no higher power then. All of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't believe in one. I have no evidence. to
Okay. And why not? What made you not decide to go against your own religion when you were a Christian?
because I simply didn't have evidence for it, and then I also have arguments to
Oh,
indicate
so
that
you didn't have the
Christianity is
evidence,
false.
but you have so you have the evidence of everything else but Christianity. That's really something else, Parker.
I
It's
don't have
what
evidence for any other religions.
What turned your back to it?
There's no evidence.